part three. Sorry, guys. So when I get to the hotel and she sees me, she's like, "Hey, so what are you doing out of work early?" And one of the many times I have tears in my eyes, and I tell her while her ex is there and this other gentleman, my ex has been messaging other females, and he said my roommate leaves our home at 7:30 and doesn't get back till 4, after 4. And, I have tears in my eyes, obviously hurt. And I said I couldn't concentrate at work, and I had my mom call and say I had an emergency, and I left. And I remember she got mad at me this day, and she said, why are you risking your job? He's gonna find a way to do it anyways. Like, they already knew how he was, and I should have taken this as a big sign, but of course, being in love blinded, I just looked the other way. And I didn't think about much what she said, like, he's gonna do it anyways. And I just said, I'm just gonna go home and just like mope around and just, figure this shit out myself. And her ex grabbed me secretly when she wasn't around. She was at her car, and he came back in, and I was getting my stuff together, and he pulled me to the side and he said, why don't we get revenge on them? And I was like, revenge on who? And he's like, you with yours and me with my current girl. She's mean to me. And he's like, yours is dirty, and let's take revenge. A part of me was like, oh shit, like this, you know, I don't cheat. I've never would have thought that, and I didn't plan or didn't think of it. And so he gave me his number, and I left because, second of all, girl code, like, this girl was my friend. I wasn't gonna do that to her. You just don't do that, even though she had already had my guy, but this was before me. And so when I'm home, like, a big thing comes out of me and says, you know what, fuck it, be like him for a day. And this wasn't had nothing to do with her or getting even with her. It was more like, for him, it was an emotional decision. And